All right, in this problem, they're asking us to multiply this binomial times this trinomial. We're really just performing the distributive property again. We're basically going to take this first term, the x value, and multiply by each of the three values in the trinomial. Now, if you think about that, that's going to produce three products, right? Because it'll be x times x squared, then x times 3x, then x times negative 5. So three products will occur from that distribution. And then we'll do minus 2 times each of the three terms in the trinomial. That'll produce another three products. So altogether, we should have 6 little multiplication problems that we have to perform, and then we're going to combine like terms at the end. All right, so let's start by multiplying the x times everything you see in the trinomial. So it'll be x times x squared. So remember, when you have the common variable, you keep the base and you add the exponents. This is x to the 1 power, so 1 plus 2 will give you 3. So it's x to the third as the result there. Then it'll be x times positive 3x. So it'll be a positive 3x squared. And again, that's because the exponent on the x is 1. So you keep the base and you add the exponents. Then finally, it'll be x times negative 5. So we'll have negative 5x. So those are the three products you get by multiplying the x times everything in the trinomial. Now we're going to do minus 2 times x squared. And that's going to produce a result of minus 2x squared. I'm lining up that product underneath the other product that we had from earlier that has the same base and exponent. So in other words, minus 2x squared will be lined up with positive 3x squared simply because they have the same variable to the same power. All right, let's continue. So now we want to do negative 2 times positive 3x. That's going to give us a negative 6x to the first power. Again, I'll line it up underneath the other term that has an x to the first power. And then lastly, I'm going to do negative 2 times negative 5. So a negative times a negative, of course, will produce a positive result, and we'll have plus 10. All right, so the last thing we have to do now is to combine like terms. So I'm going to put a little plus sign over here and draw an addition bar. And then I'm going to just combine the terms that are alike. So there's nothing like x to the third, so I'm just going to copy that down. And then we have plus 3x squared minus 2x squared. That'll give us a positive 1x squared, or just a plus x squared. Then we have minus 5x and minus 6x. That'll give us negative 11x. And then lastly, we'll have plus 10. All right, so there's our final results. It's a polynomial with 4 terms, and the answer is x to the third plus x squared minus 11x plus 10.